Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cowboy and the Queen of Aesthetics. So, Wyatt, we are up to something a little bit different than we usually do on our podcast. Today, we're going to be letting the audience get to know us a little bit better. So, no scripts and no overthinking. It's just going to be some rapid fire personality edition questions.
Right. First answers only, the rapid fire, questions that tell who we are.
And
Um,
not just what we do.
some easy, some uncomfortable.
Yes, but all honest. So, we have Josh joining us. He is our producer, and he's going to take it from here.
All right. So we have a list of questions here. So you're going to see me looking off to the side. We're going to try to fire these out. I want you guys to answer quickly so that we get the real honest take here and as honest as we can. All right. We ready, guys? We'll
All
start
right,
off with
who's
some
going
softballs.
first? We're
You
going to
go
go.
first. You
Ladies
go first.
first.
Ladies
God,
first. Always.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
right.
softballs first. Ready? So introvert or extrovert? So for those who don't know, introverts, they tend to find their energy from sitting at home, reading a book, taking some me time. And then extroverts, they like to be out, they like to be with people, finding their energy around people. So Missy, what are you? Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert, for sure.
Introvert. Yeah.
And Josh, I don't think you need to explain what I am. I'm an extrovert.
I think everybody
Yeah.
would have guessed that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's anything else, Mr. Science? Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so are we overthinkers or do we tend to go with our gut on stuff?
Overthinker.
Overthinker over here as well.
I believe that with you guys. Okay, so glass half full, half empty. Are you optimists or realists?
Combination.
If there's an answer for combination, if there was an answer for that, I'd say combination too on for that for me as well.
Okay. So we like to take things and then judge it by what we got in front of us. I like it.
Yep.
So do we like strict schedules and structure, or do we like to go with the flow with a little bit of spontaneity?
Strict structure. I like a plan.
Believe it or not, I do love a strict schedule, organization, and so forth. Although I'm like running around like the road runner all the time, for real. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what this next one is. So do we want a little bit of chaos in our lives? We want to feel the energy around us, or do we need to sit back and be calm?
I am I thrive in chaos.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Missy on that one. Chaos. Yeah. I don't know what I'd do with myself without chaos.
I think we need shirts that actually say chaos coordinator.
There you go. I love it. That's a good
See,
idea.
I'm a calm person.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to get into a little deeper questions. This is about your emotional wiring here.
Okay.
Okay, so what stresses you out the fastest?
My children.
I'll be honest with you. Probably work. No lie.
Yeah,
No
that's
lie. Yeah.
Okay, so you're stressed out. What makes you feel instantly grounded?
What makes me instantly grounded? That would also be my kids. So they can stress me out the most, but they're also the things that just ground me and bring me back to reality and let me just kind of remind me of my purpose on this earth, first and foremost.
That's amazing. I love it. And for me, it's kind of like it's a risk reward with work as well. It can be super stressful, but then like you said, there's their good days and bad days. And on those good days that you're able to help patients and help offices out and partner up, it's definitely a rewarding, very rewarding for me.
I love it. Okay, so here's a tricky one here. Okay. So the question is, do you cry in movies?
No, absolutely not.
Really? Okay. I was going to
Yeah.
ask, what's the last movie you cried in? But if we don't cry in movies, then
It's hard to make me cry. I'm not a big crier. That's kind of the joke in our office. We've done a lot of personality tests. And so I'm a driver and I just don't, if I cry, something really bad is
something,
wrong.
yeah.
So yeah.
And Miss, you're supposed to be honest here, Miss. So no lying here. So it's okay if you cry. Okay.
No,
It's okay.
I need to cry more, really.
Yeah, she's saying it's a
out.
character flaw.
Let it out.
Let it out. You can always cry on my shoulder.
I do. I know.
Oh, okay.
And
So what about-
no, I do not cry. I do not cry.
No. See, y'all are
No.
different than me. I cry in movies. I
Good to
cry in
know.
I cry
Good
in
to know.
commercials.
See, we're
Good
learning
to know.
we're learning all kinds of
We
stuff
might need
about
to
About
you,
check
me
your
Josh.
too.
hormone levels,
Yeah.
Josh.
Maybe, maybe. Okay, so how do you handle conflict? Do we like to talk it out, or do we need a little bit of space from that conflict?
It's one of my worst characteristics or personality traits. I avoid conflict at all costs, even if it's detrimental to the situation at hand.
I mean, I guess it depends on what situation is. There's some sort of serious conflict. I mean, I try to work it around it. I try to be a problem solver, if you will. So that's kind of my angle on that.
Next question. What emotion do people often misread about you?
I think people think that I'm very serious, and I'm not that serious.
Yeah. And for me, I mean, I think it's, I mean, people don't really realize like how like maybe how much I care. They see this on Instagram or whatever about oh, is this guy really, does he care this much about folks, where I really do, I mean, that's just the way I am, the way my mama raised me. So yeah, I've definitely I guess that could be something like that.
Yeah, well, I definitely believe
I
that
could
about
see
you.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so speaking of that, who do you trust easily? Like who do you trust easily?
Not very many people.
It's a short
my
list.
my mama.
That's a good one. That's a good
That
Yeah.
one.
is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this? What is your love language? So some people like getting gifts, some people like hugs.
Mine's acts of service for sure. Help me take things off my plate, be a partner, participate. That's my love language.
I don't really know what love, I mean, depends on for other people. I mean, I like to definitely, I'm a giver, if that makes sense in many ways. But besides that,
All right, what about this? So do you forgive fast or you tend to hold grudges?
Mm. I tend to hold grudges.
no, I don't hold grudges. No, I do not. No, I try to veer away. She definitely does.
Well, I
I love the
forgive. I
honesty.
just don't forget, Wyatt. I am a Scorpio.
That's going to remind you. That's going to remind you about things. See,
She used
that's
to say
why
that in her
brothers are here.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's pretty spot on.
she used to say that in her mafia voice. I forgive, but
Oh
I don't
God.
forget.
I
Oh
forgive,
my
but I don't.
gosh.
Okay, so what's one trait that you cannot tolerate in people?
Dishonesty
Yeah, I'd say dishonesty would be big time. Yep, I appreciate honesty the whole way. I agree with Miss on that 100%.
and
Love it.
laziness. I cannot stand laziness either.
Love it. All right, what's one trait that you admire immediately?
Authenticity.
Yep, and like my words, being real. Same thing, just in my word. But yeah, being real, being yourself, and not try to be somebody else.
For sure.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this whole section we're going to talk about confidence and a little bit about your insecurities.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so what's something that you're surprisingly insecure about?
I,
Why it's having to dig here. What are we insecure about? One thing that nobody would realize.
Being in front of people, even though I'm in front of people all the time on a stage, I still have moments of insecurity.
yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, if I getting up on stage, and I haven't done it nearly as much as Miss, but yeah, I mean, shoot, a lot of times I get on stage, I might need a little bit of liquid courage to get me up there. I mean, just being honest with you. So yeah,
Beta blockers, liquid
yes, yes,
courage.
yes,
Now the truth's
yes,
really coming out.
yes, all of those things.
Okay, what about something that you're confident in, but no one kind of realizes that you're really confident in this one thing?
That's a weird question.
It is
God,
kind
something
of.
confident in.
I can see where they were going with it. They're trying to flip it from the question before.
I mean, this is way out left field, but I'm confident in taking care of my plants that I have at my house that no one knows about. They're like orchids that are like 150 years old, and I make sure I take care of them.
And no one knows that Wyatt's a
Well,
plant
sir,
daddy.
there you go. The cat is out the bag.
Okay, I'm going to go left field too. I am a confident cook, and not many people would think that I am a good cook but I enjoy cooking and I cook all the time for my family.
Love it. Love it.
The real question is, when does Missy find time to cook?
I'm very strategic with my cooking. I will prep at 5:30 in the morning.
I believe it.
So
Oh, Lord.
It's all about the plan with Missy.
Yeah.
it's all about the
Yeah.
plan.
Yep. That's right.
All right. Are we good at accepting compliments? What kind of compliments do we struggle to accept?
All compliments.
Yeah, I'm not good with I'm definitely not good at taking compliments. No, I'm not. I mean, I say I appreciate which I do, but I'm not good at getting compliments. No, not never, ever.
It's
Never,
making
me
Wyatt
neither.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
just thinking about it right now.
Yeah,
I know,
see,
you can see
see
him
what you
wiggling
just did right
around.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of criticism will actually help you grow?
I mean, constructive criticism always makes you grow, even sometimes
Yeah,
it's hurtful to hear. But I think you can say anything to someone. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
right.
So you can say something critical to someone and it can crush them, or it can be a seed for growth. And so I think it's just the delivery. But, constructive criticism, and I would say probably kind constructive criticism is something that will make anyone grow and be better, a better version of themselves.
And
Definitely.
I agree with Miss on that too. It kind of goes back to what I said about, people being honest and the same thing too. I want folks to be honest with me if there's something that's on their mind or something that they see that I could do better or help someone else. I want them to let them know because otherwise I'm not growing as a person. Um,
Okay, so what is a moment that you felt the most out of your depth?
For me, it's probably being a nurse practitioner. Sometimes I've had imposter syndrome because I still consider myself like a college kid, right?
Mhm.
I don't feel like I've been to school for almost 10 years and have 3 or 4 degrees. So I when I put on my white coat, I get imposter syndrome really badly. So that's why you don't see me wearing it very often.
No, I mean, I guess I could say a situation where like, I'm not going to say at a rep that got a meeting set up with me, and it was like literally right before, like 30 minutes, an hour before, and I thought they were talking about hair restoration, but I came into it and it was a dentist's office, and they didn't. They had no idea what they thought I was a dentist for or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, what? There was. I was like, this is what they're like doing. What hair? So I'm like, yes, that's what I thought I'm here. And they're like, no. And it got me just all like, wow, I was definitely out of depth or whatever
Yeah, then
that
you
was.
gotta
Yeah. Yeah. I had to pivot.
oh, man. Alright, so I wanna dive in a little bit about y'all's decision making here. So when we make decisions, do we use our gut or do we tend to go with data?
Both, both. I make a lot of business decisions based on my gut, and
Uh-huh.
all my scientific decisions and clinical decision making, I use data.
That makes complete sense. Yep. And
Yeah,
for me, it's usually just going with my gut. I do. Yep.
yeah, I love it. Okay, so we got the business side of everything here. Do we like to go with big picture or more of like the details? So when I operate stuff, am I looking at the whole thing or am I diving into those details?
I have to do both within my role. I'm a big picture person, I guess, in life, but in my business, I'm very detailed.
And for me, I think it's both too, because, obviously, if it's like for work, obviously it's important to go into the details about the office. And then, of course, providing, the big picture for them, and what we can do together. And that's the same thing for me with my daily life is obviously, you want goals and, there's that big picture of where you see yourself. But of course, details, they need to go along the way to get you to that big picture, I think.
100% agree.
Love it. Okay, so as we're making decisions, do we like the safe choice or the bold move? You're up to bat. Are you going to throw a bunt down? Or are you swinging for the fences?
I'll swing for the fences.
All the way. See, I knew it with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. All right. So, do you need validation or solitude to decide your decisions? So, do you need people helping you out making that decision and helping you say yes to that? Or do you need to lock in and make that decision on your own?
Solely make that decision on my own.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Yep. I agree with Miss.
See, that's that gut coming out. I love
Yep.
it.
Yes, the gun. Yeah. Blood?
All right. What about the speed here? Fast decisions, or do you like to really chew them out?
I like to shoot them out.
Yeah. Yeah. It don't it slow just doesn't go with me very good, you know? I mean, I just obviously probably know that. So yeah.
Wyatt's going to go. He's going for it.
Yes. It's hard for me to even sit in this chair right now.
Okay, so what about this? So we're talking about motivations here. What motivates you more? The fear of something or the desire for something?
The desire for something for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, desire for something. I'm with Miss. Yep.
Yeah. I think it puts you in a better position, I think, in life.
Mhm.
I
Absolutely.
agree. So, okay, here we go. A lot of times when, people like us, we work a lot, we get burned out. So what's a burnout warning that you have that you don't want to ignore for too long? Something that
When
you know.
something that I love to do becomes more work. So if I get weary about something and I keep putting it at the end of my list, and that usually lets me know that I'm getting kind of worn down with it. So I try to do those things first because the things that you dread the most are the things you're supposed to do first. But that lets me know that I'm kind of getting to my wits' end is when I dread doing something that I usually find joy in.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I can just pretty much say this: Q4, end of the year. It's like beating my head with a bag of oranges. But yeah, it's just it's super stressful, of course. But then if I'm stressed and my sleep is affecting it and I'm not having fun anymore, then I need to take a step back and figure out, okay, let's maybe just take a few steps back. Let's get back to having fun and enjoying life rather than being on the edge and, or getting close to that burnout stage.
Okay, so I'll go off script a little bit here. So when you feel that burnout coming, what's some steps that we take to avoid that? What are some things that we can do?
Meditation.
I like being outside. Not gonna lie, I enjoy having a cocktail and just kind of taking a step back. Again, I'm an introvert in the sense that I want to be by myself and kind of recharge my batteries and kind of think through things. But being in nature helps me a lot. Just sitting outside in my backyard just makes me happy. And tequila helps.
So what I'm hearing is, as the Gen Z kids would say, you need to touch grass, and then Missy would add touch grass and drink tequila.
100%
There you go.
in moderation. In
In
moderation.
moderation. Of course, of course, of course. Okay, so what is a lesson that you had to learn the hard way?
That's not appropriate for this podcast. I'm just kidding.
Well, for me, it's just like with a lot of folks, and I'm not going to elaborate on, but you make business decisions, and sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. Unfortunately, I was in a situation where it didn't go the right way. I made a bad, it wasn't a business decision that was hoping to pay off, and it really didn't. So I mean, it made me it kind of set me back, but now, like I said, I'm just continuing to grow. So that's kind of a personal thing, but I got to be real. You know what I mean?
What was the question again? I got lost.
What's a lesson that you've learned the hard way?
A lesson that I've learned the hard way. God, I've learned so many lessons the hard way every day.
There's a shot clock violation if you don't answer soon.
What? There's just so many.
Well, use that. Use that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I know what I'm going to say.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna ask it
a
again.
lesson that I've learned the hard way was not being prepared enough to take my nurse practitioner exam, and I just wasn't studying the right way. And so I failed that test twice by 4 points, which was super painful and a really big lesson to learn. And it helped me learn more time management and also changing the way that I was studying in order to be successful. And that was devastating.
Yeah.
Great
Okay.
answer.
So here's a tough one right here. What's a version of yourself that you've outgrown?
Can we skip that one?
Yes, we
That's a
can.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was I
I just
I read it and I was like, "There's no way they're gonna have
I
an
was
answer."
gonna I was
no.
gonna I was gonna say nothing probably, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm still trying to outgrow
I'm
this
still
one.
trying. Yeah, I'm
Right.
still
I'm
trying.
still a
Yeah,
kid. I'm still an
yeah,
adolescent. I don't
yeah.
know.
Exactly.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, this is a good
Oh,
one. Something that you're currently unlearning.
Something that I'm
So do we
currently
have any bad habits that we're trying to kick when it comes to business and how we operate? There are things that we're trying to unlearn.
I've stopped biting my fingernails.
I'm working on that myself, and it's
Yeah,
It's
so
hard.
yeah,
hard.
It's hard.
yeah, yeah.
But at 48 years old, I
Yeah.
don't need to be biting my fingernails. It's a
No, I
horrible
get
habit.
it.
I'm doing
Yeah.
this. I can't believe you bite your nails too. I do not know that about
Well,
you.
not anymore. I mean, I literally wear gloves when I'm driving down the road with my car, so I don't have to do that. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it helps.
Hmm, I
I mean,
like it.
people look at me a little funny because I got the
They
windows
think that
down
you're
and I
trying
got
to
the
keep your hands soft
yes,
and
right.
out of the sun.
No, it's just
Yeah,
cool driving
yeah,
gloves.
yeah, yeah. It's like my racing gloves.
Yeah. Some personal truths here. What's a belief that you've changed your mind about?
A belief that I've changed my mind about is vaccines. Growing up, I was taught one thing, and our family had their way of doing things. But as a young adult and having more of a medical background, and then even more than that, a functional medicine background, I chose to not follow the same beliefs with vaccinations as my parents did with me. So, and
Nice.
I'm very happy with my decision. And I'm not an anti vaxxer, but I did choose to vaccinate my children selectively and on a much different schedule than just your regular pediatrician would suggest.
Gotcha.
What about you, Wyatt?
I would say, I'll just go kind of into work. I'd say, the hair restoration, before we launched it 3 years ago, there's so much stuff out there. And, I'll be honest, I was skeptical. But now, 3 years later, and seeing the results and how it delivers all this stuff, I mean, I'm all in. I mean, it's crazy. So I'd say that's one for me.
Nice. Okay, so let's get into some fun stuff here now, guys.
Thank God. It's about
Oh,
time. I'm stressing
How
out.
grace.
Yeah, all the stressful part's gone. How do you decompress?
I love to listen to music and I love to cook and I like to drink tequila.
Nice.
I go out. I'll just cut it like that. I go out.
I like it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, so what about this? What feels like home to you?
Hmm. I think wherever your family is can feel like home. So it's not necessarily a place, but
Yeah.
it's where your people are. For
That's a great answer and response. I agree too. Just being around, folks that are closest to you, make you a better person. And obviously, like I said, you treat them just like, your family. So I'm big with that. Like Missy. Missy's like a sister to me. Feels like family every time I'm talking to her.
Aw.
Yeah. Big kisses.
Okay. So for me right here, I like to read historical fiction, not historical fiction books. I like to read history books.
Oh,
And a lot of times when I read these books, I'll read for hours and I'll not pay attention to what time it is. So for you
wow.
guys, what makes you lose track of your time?
I'm going to say it, even though it's so bad. I will doom scroll on my Instagram and lose track of time. And it's so dumb, but I just will go down a rabbit hole and not know that like an hour's passed. So that is just the
It'll
truth.
get
It's
you.
bad. It's a bad habit.
It'll get you.
I'll just say not knowing what time it is if I don't have my watch or phone. That's a pretty good way to lose track of time if you don't have anything. So
I can
very
imagine why with
yeah.
you it's people. You get talking to
Yeah.
people, I bet.
Yes. Yeah.
A
That's yeah.
100.
Over here, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord.
All right. So what about this? When do you feel the most like yourself?
I feel the most like myself. I don't know. I mean, I feel the most like myself when I'm in my clinic seeing patients because it's my environment and I'm very comfortable there. But I also feel like myself, I don't really go anywhere that I can't be myself, honestly. I mean, I'm almost 50 years old, right? So I feel like if you go places that you can't feel like yourself, then you shouldn't be there,
Yeah.
really. So I try to be myself everywhere that I go.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm with her too. I mean, whether it's at work or seeing, partners at offices or being around my friends or family or whatnot, that's just the same thing of just being real, be yourself. Don't, it's just, I feel just like myself sitting at this table right here.
Yeah. Love it. So what's one thing that brings you like a tiny simple joy in life?
My lavender latte every morning with my collagen creamer in it brings me joy every morning.
I would say,
And I infuse my own lavender into my simple syrup. So that's kind of why I love it so much.
I would just say hearing my mama's voice.
Aw.
All
So are you more guarded or an open book?
I'm more guarded. I think I'm hard to get to know, or that's what I've been told, unless I have a connection with someone.
What's
Jo-
Wyatt's? I think we know
Josh,
this real
Josh,
quick.
do I need to answer that for you?
No, I
Okay.
don't think you do. Wyatt's the most open
Open.
of books.
Yeah, yeah, yes, 100%. That was an easy one. So thank you. Oh,
Those are the questions Wyatt likes.
yeah, so they're like, yeah.
Okay, so when you go on vacation, the perfect vacation, does it mean sitting on the beach drinking Mai Tais, or is it, take me out in the jungle, zip lining, and swinging from the trees? Do we like comfort or excitement?
Well, I have been adventurous for most of my adult life, climbing the tallest mountains, diving the deepest dives, hiking, biking. And I'm now in the next phase where I just want to sit on the beach and maybe have like one adventurous day. But I'd rather change the Mai Tai to tequila, but
Yes.
I want to chill. I feel like my whole life is an adventure.
As I was gonna say, Mitzi's always running an adventure.
Well, and, like, for me, I mean, like, excitement, I mean, I'm not fixing to go to the jungle and hang out with the snakes or anything, that's not, like, exciting to me, but but I like to go out and, I mean, I'm not just gonna be sitting around, like, obviously doing nothing, I need to be out about doing whatever, that's but not probably comfort, though, because I just, I have a really hard time just sitting still. So, yeah,
All
excitement.
right, I have an off the notes question for you guys. So, in y'all's jobs, you get to travel a lot. What city in America has the best food?
Oh my goodness gracious. Depends on what you're looking for, you know?
Oh no, I need Wyatt's answer here. What is when Wyatt goes into a city? What city is he excited to eat in?
I think Charleston, South Carolina.
The little home
Yep,
cook in there.
that's right.
I like the diversity of New York because we go to Chinatown, we go to Little Italy. I mean, it has a big variety, but also Houston, Texas has some of the best food.
That's
And
the truth.
we're kind of known. We don't have a great architecture here. We don't have a great landscape here, but we have excellent
That's the
food and
truth.
people here. So I think Houston is probably Houston or New York.
I love it. I love
Nice.
it. I love it. Okay, so back on script here. Let's see. Okay, so do we like to have routine or do we need to constantly change it up? Do we need reinvention?
I think I like routine for the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah, believe it or not, me, a routine as well. Yep, it just kinda keeps me level. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Closing speed round. You ready for this?
Oh gosh.
What is a word that you live by?
Authenticity.
I knew it. I knew that's where she was
Golly.
going.
Uh, faith. Listen,
Okay.
All right, here we go. Next one. What is a fear that you have?
A fear that I have is dying or fear of
mm.
death.
It's a very final thing.
Okay. All right. I mean, this is kind of stupid, but like, if I gotta watch a really scary movie before I go to bed, which is dumb, and then my dreams are all wild and crazy, then I'll wake up. So then I'll have to turn all the lights on uh in the house. And then so I'm working on not turning the lights back on and keeping them off.
Tell yourself this is not real. I'm
Yes, it's
okay.
not real. There's nothing over there. There's nothing over there.
Hey, because you might die.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yes, yeah. Don't want me having a heart attack from these scary movies.
Okay, so what about this? What is a truth that you will stand on no matter what?
Isn't that just like telling the truth?
A truth that I will stand on no matter what is my faith in God. No one person, thing, place, experience, anything can make me ever doubt God.
And just like with this, I'm with that too, percent. My faith in the good Lord, absolutely. That's I'm right there with you. Yep, 100%.
I love it, you guys. All right, so here's our last question. This is the really deep one right here. What is one thing that you want people to feel when they listen to your podcast?
One thing that I want people to feel when they listen to our podcast is I want them to obviously learn something, but I want them to feel like they're part of a community and where we're just, girlfriends and guy friends just hanging out chatting. And if they carry something away, that's positive or gives them a better day or a better outlook, then I think we've really kind of done our job as well.
And I mean, it's not just one word because I think there's a collaborative, but I think I want them to feel love. I want them to feel the love from it. I want them to feel that, hey, we're all like Missy said, we're making this into a family, to where we're just telling the truth, and we want everyone else to tell the truth and feel the love and care that we really want to provide for folks.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, to use Missy's word, I just want to throw this out here. You guys bring such an authentic energy to this space that I think is really missing. And it has been a joy to get to work with you guys. Producing this podcast and getting to listen to y'all's conversations is excellent.
Well,
Well,
So
thank you.
we
And
really
thanks
yeah
proud
for,
of you.
we yeah.
Really proud of you guys.
well, we're just getting started, but thanks everybody for joining Cowboy and the Queen of Aesthetics.
Yes, thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed this one. Josh, thank you for the time and the amazing, stupid, some questions were good, but that's okay. Appreciate it.